Hi everyone, it's Mish here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. I hope you come back for more. And for those of you who keep returning and are part of my little crafting family, thank you so much for your continued support and all your comments. It's really lovely. Today I'm going to do another page in the Daphne's Diary glue book journal. So if you are new, this is a journal we started well over a year ago now. I don't remember the exact date, but we've created all the pages that you see here, and there are tutorials in the Daphne's Diary glue book journal playlist. So I'm just going to carry on with that. There are a few more pages left in this one, so let's get on. I'm going to go back to issue number 1, 2024. This is the same one that I created the page last week out of, as there's still some things that I would like to use in it. So let's get on with it. I'm missing something here. I had already taken out, oh here, the envelope. So in this issue there was an envelope, and I have already poked out all the little perforated holes there. So I want to do something with that. And I also want to do something with the pages on Monet. I really love Monet, and years ago in the 80s when I was in university, I had a lot of his prints on the wall in my university room. And I've just really loved his paintings. So I'm going to go away. I'm just going to do some cutting out, and then we'll be back to carry on with the project. Okay, so I've cut out a bunch of stuff from that, from those 2 pages, and I had an idea that for this envelope, I'm going to fold these filigreed bits inward, so it's going to look like that. But I wanted to decorate that. So what I thought I would do is just get out some of my just cheapy glue, and I'm just gonna put glue all over this. As soon as I just started this video, the guy across the street sounds like he's getting his whippersnapper all going. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to take some glitter, but I couldn't decide, so I thought maybe I would just do a combination of different glitters and see how it goes. You could just do one color, but I kind of like the tri-color effect. So let's see what happens. Just to give it a little bit of va-va-boom. And any bit that doesn't stick down, we can dab it with a bit more glue. And then this is the last bit. I just got these this glitter at Michael's. I think they had a sale. Buy one, get one free or something. Buy one, get one half price. And I just used a cheapy glue that I got at the dollar store because I don't really like it for much else. And it's good to have just a cheapy glue. Okay, so that it's really hot in here today, so I think that glue is just drying really fast. So I'm just going to take, I think I'll just take an old paintbrush, find one here, and I'm just going to go along and just go over areas that I should have done this on parchment. Oh well. It doesn't matter if we get it on the back side, because that's going to be glued into the book. And we'll just keep going until it's covered. So that's looking better. We can even let it dry a little bit before we add some. I'm making a royal mess. Whenever I get glitter out, the glitter extends throughout the house. So I think that's looking nice, and then we'll just do the other side while that's drying a bit. So we'll just get out our glue. We can even just do, keep forgetting to put that on parchment, a little bit at a time. So if we do a little bit of the gold, and you could do this with, if you didn't have glitter, you could, if you had the foils, you could do it just the little, can't think today, the little flakes. The gilding flakes. That's what I'm trying to think of. Or if you had metallic pens, you could just quickly go over it with a metallic marker. Okay, so then just do this. I'm deep in thought here. We've been having some exceptionally hot weather, and it just distracts me. I can't concentrate when I'm too hot. My ideal temperature is like, I don't know, 20, 22 maybe. But when it gets up to 38 and 40 degrees, oh gosh. Nova Scotia is just not cut out for that temperature. I know there's places that get a lot hotter than that, and God love yous. And I do have an air conditioner, but I don't really like running it. So unless it's really hot, I tend to not do it. Alright, so let's go back and get some more in here. Get that down. Today, actually right now is quite comfortable. I think it's probably 25 right now. Chester, he's in the window. Last night I was awoken around, I think it must have been about 2 in the morning. And there was this cat fight outside. And Chester, he's an indoor cat. He doesn't go outside. And he was freaked out. He jumped right up in the window, and he was like, what the heck is going on here? And he sat there until they dissipated. Look at the mess I'm making. Oh my gosh. It's all fun though. Half the fun of being in the craft room is just making messes. I've worked all week, so I really haven't gotten out and about. I did though the other day when we had the bad temperatures, when it was like over 40 in here. I ran after work to get a couple errands done, and I ran into the liquor store. I'm not a drinker, for those who do know me. I typically don't drink much, but I wanted to get some white wine to do some risotto. So when I went in there though, I got distracted by all the summer coolers, and I ended up coming out with 2 bagfuls of stuff. But that will last all summer, and if I have company, then, you know, I can offer a cooler or something. In the summertime, I do tend to maybe pick up a cooler or something. But I find I'm just as happy with just water or juice. I'm just a big water drinker. I don't typically buy pop or juice or anything like that. I do sometimes pick up flavor enhancers for my water. I think that is looking fantastic. So we could keep going. I'm going to let that dry well though and get on to the next part of the project. And I think I better put lids on these or they're going to end up all over the place, more than what it is now. Okay, so what I went ahead and I've done already as well is I've cut out some pictures, and then let me set that aside. Let me get this out of the way. And I've cut out some little panels just to do up some journal cards, because I think that you can never have too many journal cards. So this is about the size that fits in that envelope. This was 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I thought we could go along and just use some of the images to lay down our little journal cards. So I do really, as I said, I really love Monet and his Starry, Starry Night. I feel like I'm all shaky today, which I don't know why. Okay, and then just cut that off. I didn't want to get the boat though. I mean, I want to save the boat. So hopefully I didn't cut off the boat. Okay. So then we can further embellish that after. Just want to trim that off. But there's a journal card there. Okay, or a postcard. You can send that to your friend, to your bestie. And then I kind of thought that that would be a card there, but let's get back to that one. Because then I had all kinds of bits and pieces here to kind of create a little panel there. So before I tack it all down, because I might need to tack something underneath it, I'm just gonna position it. And that's some water. And then here's the bridge. And then there was an actual photo of the bridge. So I thought to put that, we'll put that on the bottom. Down here in this corner. And then put that up top there. And then there was this little stamp, which I thought was really cute, that we could put up in the top corner there. But it doesn't. We'll get back to that. What do I got here? Little scraps that I cut out. That, well, we can put that one there. Okay, and then the little bicycle girl. Put her there. Like so. Okay. Put her there. And then maybe I'll just put that as a background that I can put that down. I guess my neighbor isn't going to get his lawnmower out, thank God. So I carted all that alcohol in, and then I was like, where do I put this stuff? And I managed to tuck it away underneath the cupboard, which I'll probably forget about, and then at the end of the summer I'll be like, oh man, I forgot all about that alcohol. Alright, so I think what we might need to do is just get something down just to cover that a bit. This is just something I picked up off my desk just now. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to just put this down with a little bit of glue. I've already gone ahead and found just some paper from my stash as a background paper. I've picked the page I want this today's project to go on. Okay, so now I just want to tack this stuff down, but I'm kind of relatively happy with where it all went. And again, if you don't journal, on the back of this you could put some photos, or you can send it off to a friend as a postcard. I love sending little homemade postcards. It's quite a few of you know, because we did a little postcard swap and I so enjoyed it. I'm going to be going away this summer and I'm going to send off a few postcards. We're going to be going to Cavendish, which is the home of Anne of Green Gables. For those of you who aren't living in Canada or Canadian, have you been into Anne of Green Gables? It's kind of like a part of our heritage here in the Maritimes. Okay, so we've got those two cards. So now we've just got this one. And I'm just wandering around. This is just laying on my desk. This was from that magazine too. So I'm just thinking maybe I just take that for a background. I think we can make that work. How far down does that come? Yeah, let's just do it. I was thinking I might use her in a different image, but we shall see. Let me just cut her off. Not on this project, but it had come out of the same magazine and it just kind of fell out on my table. Okay, let's just get that down. So I think that would look pretty. That little edge there. Why not? Okay, and then my little boat. I think that'll work. Just barely. Because I've got that little piece too I could have pieced in somewhere. So, right to the edge. Glitter everywhere. Oh my goodness. She has glitter everywhere. I could have actually saved that stamp to go up the top there. I don't think I'm going to get it off. Oh yes. Nice. So I think I'll put that over top of there. And then I can use this watercolor. This bit here can just go in here. And then I've covered over the page number on that one. So you guys got any summer plans? Any plans? Next month, Bobby and I are going to Cape Breton. Cape Breton is an island to the east of Halifax. And in the autumn, it's the Highlands are in Cape Breton, so kind of similar to the Highlands of Scotland. And the leaves change, and it's just a fantastic view. People come from all over the world to see the autumn and to go up along the Cabot Trail. So Bobby and I haven't been to Cape Breton for a while. It's about our first day is going to be about a 4.5-hour drive, and that'll take us from here to Louisburg. So we have a Fortress Louisburg. So I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to actually go into the fort, but we're staying in the town of Louisburg. And then the next day, we're going to get up, and about an hour from there is tours to go out to Bird Island. And on Bird Island in July is a great time to see puffins. So we're going to go see the puffins. I love puffins. My best experience with puffins is in Iceland. So I've been to Iceland many times. I have some friends there. And there's times I was laying on the ground and the puffins were like just playing right in front of me. And that was one of the best experiences ever. But so that day we're going to go up to Bird Island, and then we're going to head a little bit further north up to Ingonish Beach, which is a nice beach area, but they also have the only gondola around in Nova Scotia anyway. It's on Cape Smoky, which is a ski hill, and you can go way up and look at all the vistas. So we're going to take the gondola up, maybe do a James Bond adventure. I laugh, but oh gosh, can you imagine if that happened? And then the next day we're going over to the other side of the island and going to stay a couple days over there on Inverness Beach, and that has one of the best sea glass hunting areas in Nova Scotia, so hoping to pick up some sea glass. Okay, so let's have a look at this. I think there's a few spots that could still benefit. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to go away. I'm going to finish, because I'm sure you don't want to see me keep glittering this up, and I'm going to let it dry well, and then I'll be back for us to put some stuff together. Okay, so I'm back, and I took a lint roller and got most of this glitter up, and I really like how it looks. One thing though that I wanted to kind of set the background off a bit more is I just want to put in a darker panel, and I kind of liked, this is just a piece of paper pad that I had, and I kind of liked it because it reminded me of Starry Starry Night, and I think that would kind of set that off more when there's nothing in it. So the other thing I did is once that dried, I went outside with some fixative, and I just kind of gave it a little spray. You could go over it with, once it's completely dry, you could put a light bit of glue on there, some Mod Podge. And I put a little bit of a Velcro dot there. It's not a whole one, so that it will have a little closure. And then, there we go. So that'll be a little bit of a closure for it. And then I've also just decided to put it across from this, and I've just went to some of my paper pad, and I've put some score tape on the back of this, because score tape is really good tape. It has a really good hold. And if I'm going to be putting things in and out of it, and with the bits of glitter on the back, I just wanted to make sure that it's going to stay in place. So, and I want it to open this way so that I can put things in it from the outside. So I'm thinking right about there would be good, and we'll just get that pushed down. And the reason I went kind of metallic-y is because of the hourglass on this side had sort of a metallic sheen. So I kind of thought that might work with that. And then for the cards, that we made, which you can have as journal cards. I thought about going out to the sewing machine and sewing around them, but I didn't. But that's an option that you can do. The other thing you could do is do some stamping on it or some splatters, whatever that you'd like. I'm kind of happy to keep it just the way that it is. But what I did want to do is maybe put a little saying on each just to I don't know, just because I want to. So the first one that I picked is, "In my world, art supplies are free." And I kind of thought that that would be my dream in one of my dream worlds, is that my art supplies are free. And then I liked, "Every artist was first an amateur," because I'm sure he didn't just wake up one day, or maybe he did. Some people, do I want at the top? I want the bottom. Are naturally gifted. They just don't really have to. I think that's a little bit crooked. And I think some people are gifted and they don't even know, because they think maybe they're not. I think people should, if you're interested in something, just try it. And then for this one here, let's see, we've got think, dream, dare. Why not? Because this, I guess, is a dreamy type of a painting. There, I'm really happy with that. So I just want to get this edge down. I thought about sequins, and I suppose we could do enamel dots, but I didn't want anything that's going to get caught up in the filigree, so we needed things that were kind of flat. But I liked those, how they turned out. And then this is more like a montage, which I think is really nice. And then when we put them in our envelope, I think it's nice because the landscapes kind of show through a little bit. So I think that's good. And we could have left a little pocket in the back to put some things in there, but my journal is getting kind of stuffed full, so I was happy with that bit. So yeah, so that's our little spread for today. If you're not a glittery person, then obviously you wouldn't have to do all the glitter part. What you could do, which would be very fussy, is you could glue another piece of something that you really liked if you didn't like this pattern, and then just cut it out. The thing about it though is that either way, it's either going to be blank, so this side was blank, or you could possibly cut it and flip it around so that this pattern is on the other side, but there wasn't a lot of room. I suppose you could have made a little hinge, so I could have cut that off and then flipped it round and not put the glitter on, and then made a little hinge there so that the pattern part would be on the outside. So that was an option too. Yeah, but I'm kind of happy with the glitter. And that's all I have for you for today. So I hope you did like it. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe. And until we meet again, I hope you stay safe and well, and bye for now.